Now, recorded from the basement of a house I own the mortgage on, it's just another day. Let's be honest, Star Wars is dead. So dead, I can't bring myself to watch it or buy merchandise anymore. Their sequel trilogy ruined it, and the Disney Plus shows just put the final nails in the coffin. Everything else is desecrating a corpse. And if anything, this proves that fans, no matter how loyal, still demand a level of quality. The expanded universe, which George often played fast and loose with in his canonization, when he actually decided to canonize any part of it, had a wide range of quality and stories across multiple media. It gave us a wider view of the universe outside and within the saga of the Skywalkers. Almost 40 years of expanded universe, dating all the way back to Splinter in the Mind's Eye by Alan Dean Foster. The Tales of the Jedi comic book series, published by Dark Horse, takes place 4,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. It had amazing characters with depth, issues, and facing and overcoming conflicts, both external and internal. It's one of my favorite works. The Shadows of the Empire event, placed between Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, had a solid novel, a good comic, and a very fun video game. Decades of comics and novels and video games, creating great and beloved characters like Mara Jade, Kyle Katarn, Dash Rendar, Galen Merrick, also known as Starkiller, and of course, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Merchandise, a big part of an IP like Star Wars, flourished for decades. Even expanded universe merchandise sold. But let's be honest, Lucasfilm decanonized it all so they could pick just enough material out of it so they didn't have to pay the authors. Is Timothy Zahn getting residuals for Dave Filoni using Thrawn in Rebels? Will Zahn get residuals for Thrawn being used in Ahsoka? Did Alan Dean Foster ever get his money for reprintings of Splinter in the Mind's Eye? I firmly believe that Lucasfilm should have left the saga characters alone and just set the story farther in the future so they would have had the freedom they wanted to tell their own stories. But they only see validation in pre-existing characters, and they have no faith and apparently no talent to do their own work. They also have to tear down the old to lift up the new, don't they? And of course, the Force is female. Hither came Rey, a Palpatine, a mechanic, a pilot, a skilled fighter and force user. A woman who can do anything with little or no explanation and training. An all-powerful leader who needs no one and does everything. Destined to ruin the franchise in the name of her creator. To have her merchandise crushed in landfills after Ollie's and other discount stores can't sell it. You can put a Mon Mothma figure out right now, and it would sell better. No one likes Rey, at least not enough of the fans to buy tickets and merchandise. She is boring and has no depth. She had no challenges and no real journey. And after the constant failures of the Disney Plus shows, what are they thinking? For the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, they were good. But Obi-Wan was a trash fire, an embarrassment to the characters and to the fans. Don't get me started about Book of Boba Fett. Imagine watching a Stallone or Schwarzenegger film from the 80s, and somewhere, out of nowhere, they become a complete fool. Even the actor playing Boba Fett, Tamira Morrison, stated that he questioned the actions of his character to the producers and the director. I don't think anyone really cares about the animated shows that came out after 2020. Andor was praised, but not enough people bothered to watch it. Why? Because fans have been too betrayed by Disney and Lucasfilm. Apathy. Fans, once the greatest promoters and supporters of a franchise like this and all of its media, just don't care anymore. All the positive critic reviews don't stand a chance up against the reviews from a friend of mine. Word of mouth trumps everything. And 12 announced and canceled movies, with more on the way. They're actually too scared to put out a Star Wars movie because they know it'll fail. Most fans won't see it. And people who watch it, they won't have multiple viewings. Fans have multiple viewings. I watched the special editions of the original trilogy when they came out, for about twice each. The Phantom Menace, probably saw it about 3 times. Attack of Clones, Revenge of Sith, twice, maybe. Yeah, I know, I learned. Thought going back I might see something different. Solo lost money. With the marketing and promotion for it, it needed to make twice, if not more, than what it cost. And after The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Palpatine, that's what I'm calling the movie, made $700 and $300 million less than the respective previous chapters. If a new Star Wars movie doesn't make 3 times its budget, it's a failure. But Rey and Grogu will save the franchise. No, they won't. Star Wars is dead. The sequel trilogy is canon, and it will take years to recover, if it ever does. Disney and Lucasfilm are looking for the wrong ray of hope. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Or, in the comments, feel free to put some constructive criticism, because right now I have no clue what I'm doing.